What is up, everybody? It's your boy Travis, aka Matsu here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my solo leveling unboxing, product provided by UVS Games. Very excited for this. Solo leveling is one of my favorite shows, especially as of recent. I love the original source, the manual for it, and they also gave me a very cool playmat, which you guys will see at the start of the video, because I will be using it as the background for today's unboxing. Anyways, yet again, thank you to UVS Games for sending me this cool product, giving me these opportunities whenever product comes out to open it and kind of show you guys what the deal is. Big thanks. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Enjoy. Let's get right into the unboxing. As you guys can see, this wonderful Sungjin Woo playmat, very cool looking. It's got the kind of spell circle around him. And then holding his Crimson Dagger, and obviously the Universes logo. But yeah, let's get this, the Challenger deck here opened, if I can. A Card Gamer's #1 worst enemy tape. So contents of the deck. We've got one of the collector's booster packs that always comes in the Challenger decks. You guys know about this. A little pamphlet, which is essentially just a collection tracker for how many of each card you have. Very cool include. Let's yet again get this tape off. Or actually, I think we can just open it from this side. Yeah, we can just open it from that side and call it good. And then the 60 card ready to play Challenger deck. Yeah, so first I guess we'll start off with Sungjin Woo E-Rank Hunter as our character card. He's a 6-hander with 30 health and the all death life symbols. He's got E-Rank and Hunter, obviously. And then Sungjin Woo begins the game with the Assassin skill tree, which we'll get to in a sec, and then response, Tenacious, remove 1 experience card from your hand or stage. At the start of your end phase, level up. Let me find the tab. There we go. Let's get this bad boy opened up. Ah yes, the satisfying sound of plastic ripping. Gotta be one of my favorites. Toss that over to the side. Alright, so there's our character card. Let me go see if I can grab the Assassin skill tree, which is also in foil, which is very cool. I was not sure how they were going to do the foiling process on the Assassin skill tree, but here it is. So the Assassin skill tree says, your character can unlock these skills. After you level up, unlock the next skill down, beginning with critical attack. And then critical attack is enhanced. This weapon gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. Murderous Intent is first enhanced once per turn, reduce this attack's speed to 0. Quicksilver is enhanced once per turn. This attack gets +3 speed. Dagger Throw is enhance once per turn, your weapon attack gains echo. Stealth is enhance once per turn, change the zone of this attack. And then Ruler's Authority is enhance, add 1 experience card from your removed pile to your hand. Which is, if you get to that point, you're probably winning the game. Because you get to essentially draw a card every attack. So, kind of nuts. But yeah, very cool scaling character, very interesting design, which is not something I'm super used to from a scaling character. Usually I think scaling designs are kind of boring, but he's very cool. Now onto the deck itself, we've got some assets first off. We've got 2 copies of Hunter's Dagger. Hunter's Dagger is a 0/5 with a 1 low block. Unique weapon asset. Enhance your non-throw attack gains weapon. If it deals damage, add 3 bleed counters to this card. Response, Tenacious, remove 1 bleed counter after rival plays an attack. If their health is 3 or greater, they lose 1 health. Very neat. Yeah, this card's very cool. On to the next asset, we've got 2 copies of Teleportation Stone. Teleportation Stone is a 3/5 with a 2 mid block unique asset. Response: remove after you block an attack. Your rival must play a non-attack card as their next form or pass the turn. This card is a very strong defensive card. Very, very strong defensive card. Something that you can do if your character also has the life symbol is you can play Desperate Plea with this card, block with it, and then respond Desperate Plea to build it down, and then respond it to remove itself, and say your opponent has to play a non-attack card as the next form, because it's still in the same window of you blocking an attack. Which is very strong. Let me actually... I want to keep Sungjin out so we know. And then as for our first attack, we've got Clash with the Blood Red. Clash with the Blood Red is a 5 difficulty, 5 high for 5, 1 high block, 3 check, weapon with experience. Blitz. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. If the check value of your revealed cards is greater or equal to your rival commits 2 foundations. Otherwise, you draw 1, and your rival mills 1. This card is really good. It is essentially a 5 diff stun 2 move, or at worst, it is draw a card and your rival mills an attack on average. Yeah. Or I guess you draw an attack and your rival mills a foundation, which is honestly that is the better mode of this card. Your rival mills a good check and you draw an attack card, which is strong. On to the next card, we've got Venom Fang Dagger. Venom Fang Dagger is a 4 difficulty, 3 low for 3, 3 check, 2 low block with weapon. And response: after this attack deals damage, your next weapon attack gets plus X damage. X equals this attack's damage. Huh. So this card's pretty interesting. Obviously, if you load a bunch of damage onto it, with, for example, the Assassin skill tree, giving it plus 1 damage for each attack in your card pool, then you can kind of stack a lot of damage on your next move, which is very, very cool. But yeah, kind of a basic one. Just gives a lot of damage. Cool card, though. Very good synergy with the Assassin skill tree. Now for the ultra attack of the deck, we've got World's Weakest Hunter, which is a 4 difficulty, 5 mid for 3 with a 3 check and a 2 mid block. EX3 weapon experience. Response: after this attack deals damage, you may remove 1 foundation from your stage. Draw 1 card for each card in your remove from game pile. Maximum 3. This card's really strong. This card is going to see a lot of play in, I imagine, not only Sung Jin Woo, but also Rodan. Rodan loves this card. This card is just the most free in him. It's also really good with any character playing Floating Around My Babies, because it instantly turns it into a draw 3 if it touches your opponent, which is very cool. On to our ultra rare foundation of the deck. We've got Double Dungeon. Double Dungeon is a 3 difficulty, 5 check, 1 mid block. Unique experience. Response: tenacious. After you level up, ready this card. And then enhance your turn. Remove level up. You cannot level up again this turn. Very, very good card. It is a way to accelerate your level up process and make things just a whole lot faster. On to the next one, we've got Determined Cut. Determined Cut is a 4 difficulty, 4 high for 3 with a 1 mid block and a 3 check. Powerful 3 weapon experience. Response: after your rival plays an enhance ability, they lose 1 health. Which is just generically pretty strong effect. This card basically says your opponent just is not allowed to interact with it without taking damage, which is very cool. It's also very good in late game scenarios where you can just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll burn you. If your opponent's low enough, so like, because it also doesn't have the clause of if they have more than X health or it can't reduce them below 1. So this card can kill with burn, which is nuts. On to the next attack, we've got Enough of This, which is a 4 difficulty, 3 mid for 4 with a 1 high block, 3 check, Frenzy, and Fury. For those that don't know, Frenzy is a blitz that says this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each attack blocked this turn. And then it also has Blitz. This card does not count towards progressive difficulty to play Foundations. So this card essentially just allows you to go a little bit deeper with your attack string without being punished super hard for playing a bunch of attacks. Because it still lets you build afterwards, which is pretty good. On the next card, we've got Grasp for Survival, which is a 4 difficulty, 1 mid for 4, 3 check, 3 mid block with Throw and Experience, and then it's got Response. After you block with this card, gain 2 health. So this is essentially a good poke that you would not mind giving a bunch of damage with the Assassin skill tree because it's a throw. And then it also is just a really good block because it gains health when you block with it. On the next card, we've got Killing Intent, which is a 5 difficulty, 4 low for 5 with a 1 low block and a 3 check. Stun 1, Fury, and Weapon. Blitz, Seal 1 Rival Foundation with a difficulty of 2 or less. So this is fine. It's not a terrible thing to give Echo to, because it essentially is, at that point, a Stun 2 move that seals 2 of their best foundations. And that's not the worst, for sure. On to the next one, we've got Wolf Assassin, which is a 5 difficulty, 5 mid for 5, 3 check, and a 1 mid block. Fury, Weapon, Experience. Blitz, add 1 Experience Foundation from your discard pile to your hand. Okay. Yeah, pretty generic. Just a 5 damage move that draws you a card, basically. But it's an experience card, so it's relevant for your character. On to the next card, we've got Dungeoneering Armor. Dungeoneering Armor is a 2 difficulty, 5 check, 2 high block foundation with the armor keyword. Response, Tenacious. After this card is committed due to a rival effect, this attack gets -2 damage. And then Enhance, Tenacious, sacrifice, this attack gets -1 damage. So not a terrible one for sure. It's essentially Stun Hate, which is fine, and then you can also sacrifice it to give something -1 damage, which then triggers your Immortal Shapeshifters, whatever destroy synergies you have. On to the next card, we've got Fateful Decisions. Now this is one of the most exciting cards from this deck, in my opinion, especially for defensive decks. Fateful Decision is a 1 difficulty, 5 check with a 3 mid block. Enhance, commit, this attack gets -2 speed, and then, so this bottom text says Enhance, but I believe it's supposed to be Response, so this will probably be getting errated, but as of right now, it says Enhance after you play, commit after you play a block, it gains Breaker 1, which, if you guys listen to me say that sentence properly, it should be Response because it says after you do thing, which is a response window typically. On to the next card, we've got Improving Skills, which is a 2 difficulty, 5 check, 3 high block, experience, enhance, sacrifice 1 foundation. This attack gets +1 speed, and then response, after you remove this card from your hand, build the top card of your deck face down. Committed. So, basically just a way to build a foundation with Sung Jin Woo, but you don't really build the foundation when you use Sung Jin Woo to remove this. You just build the top card of your deck face down, which is still pretty good. It just says you aren't actually losing a card out of your hand. And much in the same way, we've got Item Menu, which is a 1 difficulty, 5 check, 3 low block experience. Response, after you remove this card from your hand, draw 1 card. So basically, same thing, just kind of not losing hand advantage by having to remove a card from your hand with Sungjin. On to the next card, we've got Leveling Strength, 1 difficulty 5 check, 2 low block, experience, enhance this attack gets +2 damage for a commit cost. So yeah, this card's fine. It's just a generic spam that commits for damage, which is not terrible, and then it's got experience. So on to the next card, we've got the Loot Box, which this is the second most exciting foundation from this deck, in my opinion. This card's really strong. It's a 2 difficulty 4 check, 3 low block with experience and enhance flip. Build the top card of your deck. At the end of this combat phase, add that card to your hand. So yeah, this basically just allows you to be a lot more aggressive with your turn, and then also at the end of your turn, it draws you a card. As long as that foundation is still there, which is just crazy. I think that's like actually very, very strong. Second to last card, we've got Serpent Scramble. 1/5, 3 high block, breaker 1 and experience, and then it's a vanilla otherwise. So it has no other card text aside from breaker. On to the last card, we've got Timely Recovery. It is a 2 difficulty 5 check with a 2 mid block, and then experience, enhance, tenacious, sacrifice, gain 2 health, and then response after you remove this card from your hand, gain 2 health. So honestly, pretty good card. Just kind of gives you a little bit of health gain in your character who wants to remove cards from his hand anyways. And then on to the thing I'm sure you all have been waiting for. We've got the Collector Booster Pack. Let's see if we can pull the Alt Art Sungjin Woo. That would be the coolest thing possible. Alright, so as of now, we've got our first card is Improving Skills. So we saw that earlier. Dungeoneering Armor, which is a very cool alt art here. I can kind of take a little bit of time to hold these up to the camera so you guys can see them. They are very shiny. As you guys can see, it's got that silver border on the bottom, which is very cool looking. Then we've got Dungeoneering Armor. You can get rid of the glare. There we go. Yeah. Very cool looking card. He's got the kind of ghostly spectral armor on. Very cool looking. Next card, we've got Fateful Decision. This card looks amazing in alt art. I absolutely love these. It's got like him shattered, like breaking his limits basically, which is very, very cool. Then we've got, for our first alt art, we've got, I guess these are also alt arts because they have different art, but this is like full art. We've got Double Dungeon, which this card looks absolutely immaculate. Look at the attention to detail on this card. It is him laying on the altar that he transformed upon, essentially, or he was reborn on. Yeah, this is just so cool. Very, very awesome looking card. And then we've got Determined Cut as our next card. This card looks very, very cool looking. Kind of going full on rage mode. Yeah, this is awesome. And then our last card, we've got the Throw, which is Grasp for Survival. So this is him fighting the demon thing, like the demon dog. Very, very cool. Yeah, this card looks absolutely fantastic. The alt arts in this set, or in this challenger deck, are actually peak. They look so incredibly good. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Yet again, go check out UGN, support UVS Games. Very, very cool product. Thanks yet again, UVS Games, for sending me stuff to open. I really appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Travis, aka Matsu, signing.
What is up, Matsu Nation? Thank you for watching till the end of the video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. And check out all my socials and my Patreon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and sayonara.